Good morning. What's this? We're walking. Yes, first to the Fat Kiwi for an early morning coffee and lovely food, then on to the railway station to catch the Northerner train to Taumarunui. Quite by chance at the railway station, we met a reporter from the local newspaper and Bill, a long-time resident who was instrumental in getting the Norther to stop here. "15 years on from when we rode the Northerner last, what a difference. Pleasant staff, a quiet and smooth ride. From the train, we walked to a friend's place where Sue and I had left the trailer with the bikes. We sorted out the bikes and panniers and rode in the rain to our Airbnb. Today we're doing a lovely 54-kilometre ride to Ohura. The highlight of the ride for me was the beautiful climb and descent on Ohura Road. But first, we have to have breakfast and coffee at Caf 75. As always here, lovely food and great coffee. That's the railway line we came down yesterday. We're now on the Ongaroo back road. It's so beautiful that it's hard to believe it was raining yesterday. We crossed State Highway 4 and almost immediately turned onto Ohura Road, and that's where the beautiful climbs start. We stopped for a coffee break at the summit. After coffee, we start the beautiful descent that goes on for so long, I wondered if ever going to end. It does eventually end at Ohura Road. we stop at what is left of Matairi for lunch. At its peak in the 1920s and 30s, Matairi had a population of 750, built on sawmilling and farmers breaking in the land. Road gangs, railroad workers and coal miners helped to create a pioneering town with a commercial heart that at various times included a dairy factory, 3 general stores, 2 butcher shops, 2 drapers, a tailor, a bank and a post office. Nick is just tasting some of the wild apples growing on the side of the road. Like Matairi, Ohura is a shadow of its former self. Its main industry from 1930 to 1970 was the state-owned coal mines. When they were closed in 1970, many businesses closed and left. In 1972, the coal miners' hostel was converted into a prison, which then closed in 2005. Nick and I have a lovely plunge of coffee at Mexican Fair, which is only open in the weekends. It is owned and run by Michelle, who is also providing us with our accommodation, breakfast, as well as a delicious dinner. This is a cooler, cloudy start as we leave Ohura heading for Piopio. This is a stunning 57-kilometre ride with some really nice gravel, and we ride through a lot of native bush. After about 3 k's of riding, we turn off the Ohura road onto Waitawhenua road, which winds its way up a beautiful valley. It is a glorious descent down into the valley. When we arrive in Piopio, our priority is to go to the Fat Pigeon Cafe, where once again we have great food and coffee. Then it's on to the Fat Owl, which is our home for the night. There was heavy rain while we were having breakfast at the Fat Owl, but it cleared in time for us to ride to the Fat Pigeon for our morning coffee. Today we're heading on our last day, heading back to Otorohanga. This is a great 62-kilometre ride, passing some amazing rock formations. We turn off the main street and onto Mairoa Road and straight into a 5-kilometre long climb, which gives us fantastic views back down the valley to Piopio. Our first rock formations of today's ride. We stopped here for morning coffee and were invited to go up to the house to use the deck and the toilet. We didn't, but wasn't that a nice gesture? and Trudy stop and chat to a farmer while I catch up. We're always prepared to spend time talking to the locals. It's amazing how much information you find out about the area. Somewhere in here we went to the Waitomo store cafe for a coffee, and while we were in there it poured with rain, only to clear when it was time to leave. We rode the Waitomo Valley Road from Waitomo to Otorohanga. What a fantastic 4 days of riding, great roads, lovely company, and the weather held for us. Hopefully there is a link on the screen to part 1, Rotorua to Taumarunui. Part 3, Otorohanga to Rotorua, won't happen until the spring, so see you then. Thanks a lot for watching as always, and ride safe.